welcome back to another episode here from the Hermitcraft server with your almighty, not fluffy goat. Scaly, spiky, but not fluffy at all. It's too late though, guys. What can I say, man? The fluffy allegations are all over the internet. The fan art community is having a field day. And yeah, as you can see with the example of today's thumbnail by Nuno. Hi, Nuno. If I ever. That's the only fan art we will get in the future. Everything will look like that. Fluffy. Cute. Years of working on my badass image ruined in a week of internet frenzy. Guess we're fluffy now. No, I'll never be fluffy. I'm not fluffy. I will never, I'll never surrender. No. You can draw me as fluffy as you want. It's like all this fan art I've seen. The fluffiness is just too much, man. It's overwhelming. But we can't be distracted, right, buddy? You don't think I'm fluffy, don't you? Check out the links in the video description to Nuno. I think they got their comms open at the moment as well. So, check out their Twitter profile. And all info's there. Support our artists. Despite them being the most cheeky... what I have to endure for your entertainment. Look at these amazing card designs. It's gonna be so cool. Huh? The only time Doc is not fluffy? Real. What? I got to be kidding me, man. Look at the timeline. Poisoning with butter? What is going on? Yeah, I reported this to Peter. Aha. Yeah, that's more like it. Jesus. Yeah, look at that. Scar gets all... Look at him. Looks so badass. Where was this other thing? Oh my god. All right. I've did a little bit already, but today we're gonna make huge progress here in the Pokéden. There's gonna be massive building progress, and there's gonna be some cool redstone magic. After all, we need a secret entrance after we made a room here, right? That's gonna be cool. But I have a little thing installed that's gonna be integrated in whatever we got going on with the rest of our decoration here. And that is, let's quickly opt in one player. If we switch this on, all the redstone lamps around the room go on a little bit. We want to have some indication that the game is actually running and activated, right? And so far, those guys go on, but I want to hook up a little bit more to that, which should be a really cool effect. And yeah, when we turn off the game and everybody opted out, all these lights go off again. So that's the first stage, but yeah, that doesn't really look super impressive yet. But I think it will look cool when we're done with this area here. So, as usual, I prepared some materials and I want to just get started today quickly. We got things to do. And hopefully show you a little bit of progress. Basic idea down here, we want to have... Gentleman's Club, if that is a thing, it's a bit of an old school term, but Gentleman's Club, high level poker den where rich people would go and gamble away their money they don't need, aka the other hermits bringing their diamonds. That's kind of the theme we're aiming for. And then, there also needs to be entertainment and so also a bit of a variety theater. in that sense, time frame 1920s, 30s maybe. So that's the basic drill. And yeah, I'll get started here and I'll give you a few progress reports while we work. All right, slowly but surely getting the groove here. I have the switch on button here for now, but yeah, things will change a lot. It'll all make sense. I have a plan for this whole thing, but here for sure will be the main entrance. Here we will come down via our secret entrance washing machine tunnel. I have a cool design we will build today for that too. You come in and then yeah, you're in here and you can do your thing. On these platforms here, I want to have little arrangements of seating, maybe comfortable sofas or something. And I definitely want to get some armor stand action here. Maybe Cleo can help out if she has some time. And then I want to have some VIP lounges up there where people could, enjoy the show. And there's going to be a show stage over there as well, kind of cabaret feeling. And yeah, that's how far we get here. Everywhere where we have these little stairs, we will have these little balconies. I think that should look pretty cool if you keep on going like that. Now I'm gonna get some green tones in here. Also gonna change some of the design down here, make it look a bit more posh and elegant. But yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. Let me keep on working here a little bit. Let me hook up some of the VIP areas and maybe some more of the walls here. Bro, I needs to silence this guy. Who thought about these annoying sounds of these? Yeah, why you look? Okay, you come on here. Get a little bit. No, stop. No, I need to condition them somehow to be quiet. I guess that works with a name tag. All right. We got VIP launches, my friends. Obviously, some of the single ladies that always show up in the Twitch chat would sit up there admiring our poker skills or watch a show in the stage I want to build here. Next, that is also on the menu, are also maybe subtle changes, but maybe you see it. I made everything, in my opinion, a little bit more clean and looking a bit more luxurious and lush by using the stripped here and then changing the stairs here a little bit. I really enjoy how that turned out. Yeah, yesterday evening I hung out with Jeromus a little bit and, chatting about life and building a bit of Minecraft, and that's what it turned out to look like. And I think we're headed in the right direction here. And of course, lots of detail need to be added. I have this interesting detail here. I want to animate, have more animated and cool stuff going on. So we have these spots, and in these spots I want to put different seating arrangements. You could imagine if here was the stage, right? Here would be the prime VIP spots. People really want to sit in front, but the mega VIPs are up there because, they want their privacy. Ooh, fancy single ladies, like, having their private Discord where they hang out all the time and don't invite me. Anyways, the regular folk like me, who's not as privileged to be part of this ominous Discord, where I don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, we would sit down here, us peasants. But, still front row, so seating arrangements here and there. And on top of here will be our laundry, of course. Nobody will know. Here will be a secret, epic, underground theater / gambling den. But, when the show starts, poof, we open up the skylights, and I want to have 4 skylights, 3x3s, that sit right on top here, and that will go through the roof then as well, of the laundry up there. And we have daylight shining through into here, which would hopefully be pretty cool. And we might get some cool, mood lighting situations going on. Who knows? Should look cool. And we will animate that, make a big show out of it. I'm looking forward to do the redstone for it. So, yeah, that should be cool. I want to do that for sure today as well. Finish this whole interior, the basic size of it, ceiling in here. And then, start with the redstone stuff upstairs because there needs to be some things hooked up. And pretty much I was thinking the opening of the skylights here should be hooked up to us activating the game. So when the game is turned on, all these lights around go on, right, as we see now. And yeah, obviously all the skylights open. So that would be the plan. But I think that turned out pretty neat. Tried to have some variants, some of their lamp on the right and some of the left. There's doors there too, so you can access the areas. And some are, you know, a little bit different places. A little bit of variance here. But I think that is A-okay. Alright, let me opt out here, see if the lights actually go off. Yeah, that works still. Yeah, I was fiddling around with the redstone power line here a little bit. Need to change these signs back again, but I think the, you know, increasing blindometer is also nicely integrated now, and it stands out nicely with the white here. Might change these bone blocks, not quite sure. It needs to be full blocks though, for sure, because, you know, there's some power going into them. But I think it's nice. We will see how this all blends together, and then we can still make a decision here. Alright, so I guess next I'll try to start working on the stage here a little bit and get the roof and stuff in. And then we have the basic shape of this room done, I'd say. Here's the Papa.
Papa.
Ja.
Der hat aber Flügel, der Papa.
Ja.
Ist der ein Schmetterling?
Ja. Alright. Docky approves of the stage as well. They came to check it out. Looking good. Remarked, I have butterfly wings. Indeed. That was funny. It's always cool when Docky hangs out, checks out my stuff a little bit, but still their screen time is super limited. Yeah, they're allowed maybe to sit on my lap like 10, 15 minutes, look at the computer a little bit, and then, you know, go back to play in the analog world, enough digital world in the future. But I think that looks really, really, really cool. Yeah, show stage. Obviously more detailing needed, right? I have just some monitor boxes on there, a mic stand, but nothing on the ceiling yet. So I would love to hook up some stage lighting there. We will do that detailing, maybe some more props on the stage. Maybe even use some armor stand magic to do something, right? I thought maybe it could almost be like a jukebox, right? So you go there and, you know, while we play cards and somebody wants to play some music, we put a few random music discs in there. You pay. It's like a jukebox, and then armor stands pop out of the ground, lights turn on, and, you know, band starts playing, kind of. I think we could easily do that. There's not much redstone going on straight below the stage here. We have... yeah, that would be cool. Fully animated stage show, I'm saying. The singer here popping up. Dude. Yeah, I think that needs to happen. Alright, I think we need to start making new signs for things we need to add here still. I love that idea with what we want to put on the stage here. So let's make a little mark here. Poof. And then let's do animated band jukebox thingy. Yep, that would be cool. Feel free to hit me up with ideas as well, right? You know, I always read the comments. Oh yeah, the ceiling is done too. I think we have a really cool pattern. I want to have a big chandelier here in the middle, kind of, and then we'll see what decorations, you know, an ornamentation or so we need. But first, this big chandelier needs to be created. That would hang here in the middle of the room. And right now, the daylight ports are opened. You know, these 4 holes here. And I would love to have that more dramatic, you know. So we should definitely hook up some redstone. And good, I know all the crazy hive mind people and the door people. So I quickly talked with Purple this morning, who also helped a lot working on this. And oh yeah, he's also editing his explanation video for the poker game. I'm hoping he will have a world download. I will link Purple in the video description. While you watch this video, check out his channel. Maybe the video is out already, but latest, around this weekend. I know he was editing it at the moment, so it should be cool. Explanation video for this whole thing, hopefully with a world download. I'll ask him. Of course, not a Hermitcraft world download, right? But hopefully for the machine. Then you can also play a little bit of poker. And yeah, great news on the real life poker card front, by the way. So Luke hollered at me, said everything is looking good. We're doing this, and soon he will give me some dates. And if it looks like we can get this thing done before Christmas even. So it might be even a viable Christmas present. But don't bank on it 100% yet. Next week, for sure, I will know more. Maybe already in the live stream on Saturday. But yeah, it's happening. We're doing the doc edition, the noir style ones by Dane. Dude, I can't wait. It's gonna be so epic. Anyways, now as we done quite some building, I'm pretty pleased how this whole thing turned out. I have to say, the vibe of it is cool, especially with the show stage there. Could also be like stand-up comedians up there or something like that, right? Or Fred Astaire. I mean, that's what the Mafia did. They hired show acts for their speakeasies, or however you want to call it. All right, that's that. Let's focus on some redstone now. So now we have these bad boys here, and we want to open them when the game is started, pretty much. And then we'll have a hollow floor in here, and here on this side then we'll have the floor of the laundry or laundromat that sits on top, and that will then require us to do some terraforming and maybe a facade here to blend this all nicely in. And the build on top then will have a totally different style. Kind of lucky that we have something like that. What is this even? What are they selling in here? Don't even know. But bricks. Yeah. Who would have guessed? That is style-wise not too shabby. It would fit probably fairly well with the style we would want to do here. Well, a laundry is like this typical cheap industrial style building. Then we'll blend it in here. But yeah, first on the agenda, we somehow need to do these flat 3x3s. And as I said, I talked with Purple this morning, and he gave me a good design for that. So yeah, let me go gather some more redstone supplies. Then we can work on that, and also on the secret entrance through a giant washing machine. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We just didn't cook up this morning a few hours ago. All right. Aha. A door, but flat. Okay, let's try it out. Here's the power for now. And yes, nice. Opens up exactly over our light pot spots we wanted to have. Whoop, close, open. Nice. Might use some other materials for the actual door, or 3x3 trapdoor. But that's a really nice design. You can, the redstone going out around here, you can make a little bit more compact. But I wanted to lay it out like this so you can really clearly see it. I mean, with doors, it's always the same situation pretty much. You have, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the middle one that are easy, right? When you close that door, let's do that real quick. You can always see like the outer ones, they're pushed in, boom, and then we have only this. So this is just extension. They just need to be powered. So that's kind of a separate thing, right? As you can see, those are just powered on and off. And then we have this whole circuit here, kind of a flat setup to do the more complicated thing. Here, this double pull in 2 directions. As you can see, right, we got to push twice here, and then also pull it back again in the right timing. But yeah, this setup here on the right side is pretty much a standard door sequence everybody uses for 3x3s, but just flat. So you should be able to copy that. That's a dropper right here with 1 item in there. And then you see every piston you see is sticky. There's no other pistons in here. Let's have a top-down view again, in case, yeah, you wanted to copy that. Make sure your input is there. It's deliberately made like that, so the whole door is synchronized. Otherwise, it gets a bit more janky. This is just as simple as it can be, pretty much. All right, so here, there you go. If you want a 3x3, and yeah, I do want them. I need to make 3 more. Yeah, covering these holes there. I'm on my way here, stealing a villager from Hypno. I'm sure he won't mind. I mean, we can easily breed some. I left him 2 at least. So, yeah, that should not be a problem. Also, you got plenty other villagers there. But yeah, I want to use a villager mechanic trick. Simply Sark, I think, first showed. Maybe, I'm not sure. I've known about this mechanic for quite some time. Quite useful. And yeah, it's also going to be a bit gimmicky and funny for our setup here. Alright, let me see. Now I wanted to see if this whole boat endeavors actually with the leads is more of a fun situation than a hassle. Let me grab a lead. Okay, then we hook up the boat, right? Jup, and then we should be able to just drag it with us. Yeah, that's just... That alone is a huge win. And see, can we just pull it up here? Come here. Yeah, this is just amazing. This is a really good addition that they really made this boat mechanic work so well. Finally, an easy way. You know, this would have been, yeah, stop in your tracks, right? You can't make it through here. And now with a little bit of bumping and jumping, you can still make it and get your villagers and entities everywhere inside a boat. That's so cool. And yeah, we want to get them to here. Let's bump him up here. Nice. Alright, pulled him over in here. He's in there for now. Safely stored away. And yeah, things are crazy right here now. We have 4 of these flat 3x3 trapdoors. This looks like a main board from on top. And a detection system here, which will work, yeah, together with the villager then. But yeah, we'll look at that a little bit later. First, we need the secret entrance to trigger, right? Without an entrance, we don't need no detection system to trigger an entrance. But let's first have a cool look at, yeah, our 3x3 shutter system up here. So there's a line coming up here, and this line is connected to the whole setup below, pretty much. So when the poker game is active, these should open. So I have a temporary entrance somewhere here. Here will also be our main entrance later. So let's select a player 1, and this game would be started, and then we can look up. Nice. Looking cool. All 4 opened, and also the lights inside are on, indicating clearly, hey, the game is active. Don't forget to switch it off, kind of a thing. Okay, and if we have all players opting out again, let's see how that looks from on top, I guess. Okay, players opting out. Boom. Everything closes again. Beautiful. I love that. That is neat. Now we need to start working on the secret entrance thingy here. Already started to dig out, but yeah, I'm gonna need a bit more space here. Alright, I got a bit of a temporary setup here. And yeah, the stone obviously will not be there. This will be the real floor of our laundry that will sit above the poker den. And yeah, the poker den is completely framed in now. Starting to look nicer and nicer down here. Can't wait, man. Oh, man, maybe Ren is down for some stand-up routine or something, or will sing a song for us. I mean, you know, if Hermits go broke, we can make him dance for us. If they ask for credit. Okay. Want some more diamonds? Dance. Okay, so the basic idea will be we use this villager mechanic. If we want to trigger that. Yeah, in this case, it's a bit unfortunate, I have to say, because right now power level 4 is also the gliding of the elytra, right? But right now we would have showed the villager the correct item, and that will open the hatch here for yeah, the washing machine, and we could get in here, and it drags us down through some piping, and all of a sudden we're like, what? Where are we at? Probably I hang up some banners here, so you have a nice entry. Red banners would probably look cool. There's some curtain here, and you come through, right? And then you down here, and if you want to get out again, you just press here, and you swim up the pipe again, oop, and then zoom, out, right? And the idea is literally there is a quick spillage of the washing machine here, and that's your secret way in. So of course, you know, there would be multiple ways to trigger this. At the moment, I was envisioning it like, you know, I will have this villager guy here, right? And, you know, yeah, we can also leave him in there, actually. So the villager is in there, and, yeah, let me quickly go to a creative world with you and show you how this whole thing works. Alright, exact copy of the Hermitcraft here, but creative. And yeah, the idea would be, right, this guy would be roaming around here as an employee of the laundromat, right? And there would be an entrance probably over there or something, and you come in, and then you see this guy roaming. We just have to make the entrance so they can't escape and zombies can't get in, but there's nice tricks to do that. Should be no problem. And yeah, then people come in and, you know, go to the guy and then show them the item. At the moment, I wanted to use a blacksmith. This guy is programmed for potatoes, I think. Right, and then you show him your diamonds. The guy says, ah, okay, come in. You know, that's the idea. And then the thing triggers. And then, you know, after a while, blah, 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 swim in. But the guy would be walking around here. That's where we have the detectors, so to cover most of the shop. And then I would make sure to restrict his movement area to only where the sensor can detect him. But, you know, in our case, I would program the guy to do diamonds. And then that would be really cool, right? You come up to him and he's like, yeah, nothing here. But you show him the diamonds, like, oh, you want to gamble? Follow me, you know, and then you would we'd be able to go in there. So yeah, that's the basic idea. I think that's really cool. The only downside I see with the system is we need to use power level 4 for the skulk sensor to detect the villager, you know, equipping, so to speak, this item. It's like armor equip is this trigger, and I think villagers holding that item up in front of them is like armor equipping. So yeah, the only downside is, unfortunately, you know, that is the thing that I always have my issues with the skulk sensor. It gets triggered by so many things, and one of the annoying things here literally is flying. The other thing is like a wolf freezing or so, something really weird, or something with a wolf. I don't even remember, with a dog. Yeah, it's not a problem here too much. I think shaking when they're wet or something like that. And yeah, but the elytra situation obviously is a problem here. Because if you trigger this by elytra, it could potentially break or just start flooding. It's a bit annoying, and everybody uses elytra. So yeah, one way to approach this would be to not have this guy free roaming, have him in the counter somewhere, you know, far away from the entrance, and then place the sensor further down or so that it just reaches the villager to kind of minimize, you know, the area of effect. That would be an option too, but I just love the idea of having the guy free roaming. You know, he's in here, and then you would approach him and be like, hey, you know, I'm looking for this gambling then. Oh, really? Show me the money then, man. You know, it's just so cool, gimmicky and funny. But on the other hand, you know, people will also come here and hopefully buy some dirt here and there. It's, you know, it's also a dirt shop. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to do. Because, I mean, not a problem, right, if the water triggers here. But yeah, if two quick pulses come in, it might break the setup, and we might go into a loop. So, yeah, if you have a good idea about that, let me know. That would be nice. And yeah, now I guess back to the Hermie, right? So yeah, the blacksmith, if we program this guy as a blacksmith, we could make it so it only triggers with diamonds. You know, you have to lock the other trade so he doesn't offer the emeralds by just trading them over and over until they get locked, and then it only triggers for the diamond. So we could make him, react to diamonds, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and then of course, there's all kinds of other ways to open a secret entrance. I mean, obviously, right? There's plenty of ways for secret triggers and whatnot. But yeah, would be cool if we could somehow, yeah, get this to work. When we then start the poker tournament, I could send an invite out and just tell them, okay, be there this and this time, and then bring your diamonds, and then they can try to find out how to get in here. Also, it's just storytelling wise so nice. It fits so well with everything we're trying to do here, right? So yeah, let me know what you think is the best option. Should we have him localized maybe to mitigate the danger of Elytra triggering? Yeah, we maybe have to make the shop a little bit. I mean, to prevent them from flying in here, can always have a little bit of obstacles, right? So the shop doesn't invite you to fly. But let's face it, like this, if the entrance is here, right, people will be coming in like this. That didn't trigger now. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's the basic gist for this. Then detailing now downstairs, and of course designing the shop upstairs. If you have some design ideas down here, also feel free to tweet them at me, or post them at the Hermitcraft Reddit, or of course leave a comment. That's the shortest route. But if you want to show off something, obviously we cannot post screenshots here or so, right, in the comment section. So yeah, I think though we can be pretty pleased with this so far, and yeah, bit more of a creative episode today again. Nice building chill. That was really really nice. I enjoyed that, and of course, I mean a little bit of redstoning, a little bit. Yeah. I enjoy these very early hours of European time when I am able to log on to the server and also enjoy some nighttime views because no, because normally when I play, there's always somebody on, and then you can never see how the server looks during nighttime, but it's really cool. And I was just chilling there, and then I was looking up, and then I saw the Skyblock Island up there, this pink cloud of epicness. And it looked so cool, just floating there. We did some good work up there, man. We played some serious Skyblock. Yes, we were dedicated. That was good fun. All right, so yeah. Ooh, the creeper up here. Hoi. I am really pleased with the progress of today's episode. We just gotta hammer it out now and pull through. Next time, I'm gonna try to build a laundromat. There was a concerning thing though, just already. When I just logged on, I was still here, and when I logged on, the water was running. So it somehow got triggered, maybe by a hermit flying by, and then they unloaded. So we got to make sure the building is high enough. And maybe I have to look for better positioning with these sensors. This might be a bit too finicky for a quite busy area like here. So yeah, logged on and the water was running. Not sure what happened. Yeah, it's just as I complained before already. These skulk sensors are cool, but why are people not using them like super frequently? Well, easy. They are just too convoluted. Too many things get detected by them. Even with the frequencies, that allow you to, only trigger with certain power levels or what, it is just not doing it. Because it's too much stuff going on one channel. It's too much. It's always thought like that, and this just confirms it. You could do cool stuff with it. It's just there's always a problem with it. Another problem is the sand situation with Mumbo. I mean, I was complaining not too many people are poking the goat, but Joe is up to it again already. You know, he's doing things. Howdy Mumbo, Joe Hills here. I too owed sand by Doc. What? It's like, owed? You literally... quite simple to collect. Continued. And then he did this whole thing, guiding Mumbo down here. And then even this... No, not this way. Flip this lever. Alright. So then he would. Then he has more signage saying here, this is Doc sand, this is Mumbo sand. Haha. I stocked it all here just to troll Mumbo. I haven't caught him online yet. I want to talk to him, but that's his share of sand. It's not like insane amounts here. You know, the sales have been slow, but that's his sand. And then this was mine already, and then I sorted out more sand here. This is a Zedaf sand. It's like all full pretty much. Almost. Yeah, so, you know, storing up sand. Zedaf hasn't complained yet. Mumbo, you know, you sent me a message on Discord. Now I'm thinking maybe, you know, I should set up a little trap for Mumbo when he comes down here. You know, goes this way, pulls the lever, and then something happens. Don't want to get dragged into some shenanigans. Let's see what Mumbo says, and if he goes down there and is completely confused and is like, what? There's no sand at all. And then I holler at him and somehow deliver the sand. I mean, we could do some fun stuff with the sand delivery. Depending how mad he is that I didn't deliver the sand. But, you know, I'm highly focused. I cannot get distracted now. All my precious time needs to be focused on finishing the poker game. And yeah, on the side, of course, also helping coordinating a little bit with the real life poker project. And yeah, that's coming along. So, as mentioned before in the episode, I think there will be a pre-sale phase coming soon. And I'm also roughly getting some numbers, you know, when it comes to the pricing. So all the artwork, right, will be done by Dane, and they're fully commissioned to do 52 art pieces. Luke already negotiated a contract, from what I can tell, with them. And yeah, looks like we will be able to, sell that deck for a decent price. You know, that's always a concern if you produce something like that. I mean, sure, you know, I want to produce a deck of cards for you, but I don't want it to be like super expensive or anything like that. It should be somewhere in the reach of other normal decks or maybe artistic decks or so, not insane prices. That's what needs to be figured out at the moment, production costs and stuff. As a whole process with things like that. I'm glad we have Luke with Creo cards, you know, a partner we worked with Hermitcraft, right, with the TCG, and he's somebody I can trust. That's also a concern, right? If you want to do something like that for your audience, you want to make sure it's high quality, so you actually get something for your hard-earned bucks, right? I never ever want to create the impression with trying to fleece you for your hard-earned money or something like that. Like, that's really important. It's one of the ground rules of anything Hermitcraft related for all of us. Would you know, we never want to take advantage of you when it comes to that. So yeah, make sure, you know, if you ever support Hermits, like with real money, becoming a channel member, there's many ways, right? Patreon, I have a Patreon too, if you want to join that, with a Discord server, or, you know, the Twitch streams and so on. Only ever, that not only goes for Hermits, really monetarily support people if you really can afford it. Never take anything out of the money you really need for yourself. You know, it's not worth it trying to get recognition by being a big donor or something like that if you cannot afford it. It's really, really important, and always worth, you know, reminding people here and there. You know, talking about reminding people, here and there. Let's quickly talk about the comment of the week, which is by Greasher. They say, Doc makes sure we know he's staying up to date with other hermits by dropping the subtle clues like this is hilarious. So there was a reference to the last episode when we were talking about the card designs, and then I mentioned that Mambo recently looks like a vampire. Funny little hint, yeah. Do hermits watch other hermits? Yes. We watch each other. I regularly watch several hermits, and then also people I already watched, before Hermitcraft was even a thing, or we were playing together on Hermitcraft, Etho, beat-ups, and so on. With those guys, I go back more than a decade. We played on the Minecraft server. We were friends for a long, long time. And then eventually when we joined Hermitcraft, that was great, right? We could all play together again after the Minecraft server. And of course I watch, for example, Etho regularly. Yesterday he released a single player episode, fiddling around in trial chambers a little bit. It just gives me a good vibes when I hear, I don't know, Etho's voice. To me, this whole YouTube journey is closely related to Etho. It's always been there, and I hope he always will be, because he's my cornerstone with this whole YouTube thing. Would be highly upset if Etho ever decides not to upload again. This is my comfort YouTuber, so to speak, right? And then, of course, with other hermits, I also keep track. I watch not all videos all the time. Of course, I don't have the time to do it. But, if there's some hype in the community, I'm known for, really staying in touch with the community in the sense of knowing what you guys are doing. I do that by strategically following certain people in the community and checking their feeds and seeing what is up, and then checking the Reddits and so on. And then I often know when you guys are especially excited about something, or something was really funny. Also make sure to check out the video or the storyline that is related to it, right? And then watch several videos. And then when Papa K brings out a video, I just love his soothing voice. I also watch that regularly. And then, for example, when Joel joined in Skiz, right, I'll try to keep track of what they are doing, so I know what the new folks are up to. So I've been also watching some Joel and Skiz episodes. Very hilarious how Joel addresses you guys as the audience. I am also cheeky with you, especially in the live streams, but the way Joel addresses you and calls you stupid and so on, I find it quite hilarious. And probably can learn a thing or two from him when it comes to being cheeky with the audience. So it's also sometimes a question of research in a sense, right? You watch some other hermits to see is there new editing styles that are inspiring to you or something like that. And, just generally trying to keep up with what's going on. And I mean, yes, sometimes it's hard, I guess, for you too. And then, of course, there's always the Hermitcraft recap. You can watch, right, to catch up a little bit if you don't have time to watch anything. Although, of course, I would prefer if people always watch the Hermitcraft videos first and then later watch the recap just as a little candy on top. Oh, man. Boy, Scar, yeah. He's been doing things. I wanted to see that for myself. They're back from TwitchCon. Expect a vlog from Gemini Tay. I will watch that too, talking about other hermits. Wow. Bro, Scar, this is so cool. Look at that. Man, this guy. So colorful and... Oh, that's such a awesome idea, man. Yeah. I watch Scar, of course. And keeping track of what Mambo was doing. I haven't watched his latest video, just saw the title, right? That's also some things I sometimes do, when it's about these technical things. For example, I saw Mambo was doing, like, I don't know, he worked on the wood production or something. Then I was like, okay, I mean, I don't necessarily have to watch this video this time around. I know about these technical things. Although I still watched it because I wondered if there's some new developments with the Sand Saga. And then, of course, there's also sometimes viewing restrictions, right, in a sense. Let's say right, we have a little bit of a prank war going on with somebody also, then you would probably avoid to watch their videos a little bit, just because it's kind of almost impossible. Oh, here's gonna be some fan art in there, by the way. Sizuma is organizing that. I haven't really looked into that. But sometimes it's really hard, right, to avoid spoilers when it comes to pranks and stuff. So if you know you have a little thing going on with somebody, you might not watch their videos just to make sure you don't spoil yourself and ruin the fun for yourself and the audience. Oh, I love these modern art pieces out here. Yeah, it was a mega project Sizuma and Keralis tackled. Now being here, I only saw that in the video. I watched, for example, that Keralis video when they built this together, and I also watched X's perspective of it. Oh man, this is getting cool. So yeah, X came up with this idea of fan artists being included in the Hermitcraft server, and it would be a modern art museum, and it's quite complicated, you know, for people to send in art the way he did it. I'm more like, you know, casual when it comes to that. But yeah, he also is. We made some experiences in the past, right? Like Minecraft is always interested in putting up our world into their marketplace for free, as you know. But still, it's gonna be there, and we like that because it just, people were so happy about it when we did that last time, right? Because it gives easy accessibility to our world download for more people, for people that are not so tech savvy, they can easily pull it off. So we like that a lot, and we're willing to compromise for that. So that also means, of course, if that thing now gets published on the marketplace, it needs to be legally, you know, the paintings that would stay on the server here would have to be like licensing wise, you know, there cannot be no copyright claiming on that also. So Sizuma came up with some legal English, you know, how to do that and whatnot. It's a post on the Reddit. Check out the Hermitcraft Reddit if you want to get involved. It's pretty much just says you allow this art piece to be displayed and you don't, you know, have no commercial license. I'm not super familiar with the terms there, but that's what's going on at the moment. I'm looking forward to that. So if you want to get involved, as I said, Hermitcraft Reddit, check it out. I know, huge fan art community, but yeah, I'm featuring a lot of fan art already. But what do you guys, the fan arts, you know, say that work with me a lot and make all these amazing fluffy and non-fluffy fan art pieces out there? Would you be interested in having a, you know, Doc M77 wing or something in the area where we display some of the fan art we had, maybe as thumbnails or that were meaningful throughout the season or so? Let me know what you guys think that were involved. I know you're watching, and I also know the artist community was a bit split with the whole thing because, yeah, of the licensing and whatnot. You know, I saw a little debate. People were saying maybe Sizuma is doing it too complicated or so. Yeah, maybe we can share some feedback about that too. So I can holler at Sizuma if you maybe want to change some stuff about it. Yep. When you glide in here, you definitely trigger the water. All right, so that's my do I watch other people? A long answer talking about some other topics, but I think, yeah, we need to address these things too. Quite important, right? And with that said, I'd say I log off before Creeper walks on and destroys all the beautiful redstone we made so far. And yeah, I see you next time. I'm out. Bye!